What's up, Doc G? How you doing today? Okay. Good morning, Catherine. I know. What am I doing here? I know. And my daughter hasn't even actually fallen asleep yet. She's just, she's being a bit of a freaking turd today. So I'm risking it. But I didn't do it this morning, and I need to get on that shit, and I'm ready to play. Like, I already got all my responsibilities done for the day, so I'm in it now. You know? I'm in that shit now. And this game. Am I not actually clicked in? I was not. Okay. But we here, and we're started, and we're ready, right? And I figured y'all are probably sick of Minecraft by now. And it's been a minute since I've touched this game. Right. Place the bones. We've got 89, which means I need to go find my others. Okay. I am coming through, right? Audio mixer. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Okay. I don't have a lot to say. But I have been hella dehydrated, and I don't know where my chapstick went. So I'm not going to have any breaks. Ooh. Man. Y'all still have to hire someone too, don't you? Okay. The child stole my chapstick. That's okay. Also, I set up the stream on YouTube as well. We'll see if it saves the streams. I think it does, but I don't remember. Oh, from the complex? Ugh. How fucking needy. I'm gonna have to relearn to play real quick. What up, desk goings and cram? Oh, my crab pots. Well, we could do it outside of the complex. We would just have to hand in a receipt. Oh. Shit. I'd be price shopping. Eli. I say that, but I'm actually pretty lazy when it comes down to actually doing that stuff. Oh, the complex cheaper. Okay, well then you don't even have to price shop. Fair. So that worked out pretty well then. Already done that. Got it. Yep. Well, how has your last couple nights been? Last couple days? You know, I was not here yesterday. The trains just aren't ever worth it anymore. Oh. Man, my hands never know what game I'm playing anymore. I'm sitting here trying to do Power World shit. I'm in Stardew. And then I keep trying to do Minecraft shit, but I'm in Stardew. I don't know if I've ever played this many games in progression at the same time. Oh, pfft. Well. Poo-poo. Alright. Well, it can't be that bad, right? It can't be that bad. Alrighty. Bones. I need to catch my bones. Yeah, baby. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. Alright. Since we're gonna go over there already, we might as well take our stuff with us. Look into our geodes. Do I... Yeah, I'm gonna open these up. It's been a minute since I've opened up my regular Omni geodes, and I kind of need to get the last artifact anyways, so it's possible I could get it, right? Right now, having effects from a new med, so no break is going to be fun. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. I feel you on the pain scale, though. I don't know what, I don't know your issues specifically. And I ain't diagnosed with shit, but I am so fucking sore. I'm so fucking sore. I've gone a little bit ham when it comes to, yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Instead of using my modem and this shitty little tripod to sit, I just put it up on my monitor and I zoomed in. Oh, gotcha. I'm not far behind you. Not far. I'm doing well though, Fearless. I'm doing as well as it gets. I'm getting my shit done. I've been very productive this week. And I'm proud of myself. Pat on the back, you know. But I am ready to crash and burn. Yeah, baby! New fossil! Alright, we're just missing 2 stones and 1 artifact. We are right there. Maybe we'll get it today. I'm on my countryside. I had a temperature on Tuesday. Ew, no fevers. And had lazy workout on Monday. Yeah, I did a mile on the treadmill today, but I've been doing other shit constantly, and so I was just happy I got a mile on the treadmill today. And it is what it is. It was what it was, and I'm okay with it. At least it's one step in the right direction. Crash, I was working on some projects last night and I couldn't turn my brain off. 2 hours of sleep. Ugh. I am lucky enough that I just need a freaking bigger bed. I need a bigger bed. I really like to starfish when I sleep, and I wake up so much more rested, and my muscles feel better when I'm able to starfish. And so my husband slept on this bed last night so that we could both starfish as much as we wanted. And I slept good. I slept good. But I had a headache for the majority of the morning, unfortunately. Which is the main reason why I skipped streaming this morning. But I got other shit done, so I'm still happy about it. Just waiting till my wife gets home so I can say hello and pass out. Phil. I'm assuming she's on her way, because otherwise I'd be passing out. You know, wake up, kiss her, go back to bed. Okay, hold on to the book. But I get it. But on Wednesday I feel great. I felt great, and now I feel good. Even took my laptop with me to play. Hell yeah. I've got to take something on vacation with me. Usually it's the Switch, you know, just because it travels better. But shit, I used to pack up my PC, especially when I dog sat. I would pack my PC up in a suitcase, and I'd take that shit with me, and I'd set it up all week, and I'd play video games while I dog sat. It was really nice. I 100% recommend dog sitting when you're a teenager. Okay, I guess we have all of them already. Yeah. I gained a lot of independence dog sitting. You know, first time sleeping in a house by myself because there was always too many people. Too many people in my household. And then, you know, just being responsible. I will stay here for a while. How long are you on the countryside? Dreamwalker. Totally not Grace. Oh, damn. That doesn't look familiar. But apparently it is. I wish it would tell me when I'm going to sell it if I've never had it before I actually sell it. Someone say Grace? Question? Yes. Statement. Go back to town on Sunday. Okay, so it's coming to an end. That looks new. That looks new. Apparently it's not new. I swear I've never seen this shit before. Okay, I'm gonna have to clear inventory. Oh God! Oh, I just twisted my ankle in a really weird way. When that really fucking hurt. Oh wow. What game do you play today? Stardew. The whole rest of the week, I had been playing Minecraft. And my heart yearns for Minecraft again today, but I figured I'd give you a break. And it's been a minute since I made some progress on Stardew, so. But I was this close to loading up Papers, Please. Just because I was unsure if this shit was gonna go well, since my daughter, I think she's fallen asleep now. You know, she's curled up, not moving a ton, so I think she's fallen asleep now. But yeah. Stardew today. I was also pretty damn close to loading up Pow World. Just because I half expected no one to be here. So I got really close to loading up Pow World, but I was like, nah. In case people are. Like I usually get you, Robin Stuff. And you, Catherine. And the occasional here or there. Good night. How are you today? I am doing decent today, Dreamwalker. Good night to you. How are you doing? Saturday, 1 a.m. in Russia. Saturday, 1 a.m.? Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. You're 8 hours ahead. I will study medicine. Hell yeah. Power to ya. I don't know what I would study. That's been the hardest part. You know, I keep talking about doing the Tennessee Reconnect, and I think it's whatever that does, it helps you get an associate's degree. I don't even know where I would go. I don't know what I would study in. Because I mainly just want to go to school to have something or backup. Like, okay, my main thought process for it is that I am so terrified one day my husband will just vanish from my life. Death. Nothing else. Just death. And so it would just be me to support my daughter and I. And so I feel like I need to have something, you know? Some plan. I need to have something in my pocket to help me in case that ever happened. Because right now I have no career. I never built a career. And so I don't know. I feel like I need to have something. So I kind of feel like I especially while I'm supported, you know, I might need to try to be building a career in some even minuscule way. Because if I die, sure, it'd be hard on my husband just because then he'd be responsible for my daughter. But she'd be provided for and then better than ever because there's one less person on the income, right? So, but if he died, that's no income. And I need a backup plan. Just another little snippet into my brain. I guess I've never read this before. But I don't really need it, right? Because I've already... Oh, wait. Or do I have to read it for this? Oh, I do have to read it for that. For me, it is Friday at 5 p.m. 5:13 p.m. if you want to be specific. Yeah. Yeah, late sesh for me today. Yes, you were. I am in the past right now. And you are in the future. It's crazy how time zones work, actually. It always boggles my mind just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, like when I'm going from one side of the country to the other side of the country or whatever, which I've never been to the West Coast, but like when I'm traveling and you change time zones, like the 1 hour, yeah, it's 1 hour difference, but like I've never been more than 1 hour's difference. And so, you know, either direction. And so I can't even imagine being 5 hours in the future, you know? And like I understand how it works because it's, you know, the rotation. You see the sun at an opposite time as I do, so clearly there has to be some difference between us, right? And so they have to grade it based on where the sun is and who's pitch black and who's, you know, sun in the middle of the earth or in the sky. So clearly somebody has to be ahead and somebody has to be behind. It's wild that it does work that way. But the calendar in general, so abstract. What's up to a Yahweh? Barbara and Darren. Yeah. It's just crazy to me that sometimes at some point someone was like, I'm gonna start recording every day ever. You know? I mean, it makes sense. But that is new. I didn't want to say it was new because I've been wrong every time, but it's new. Okay, that leaves... I think that's new. Not new. I mean, yeah. That leaves... one more stone. That leaves one more stone for our museum. So 1 artifact, 1 stone is all we need left for the museum. Here, Gunther. I got some items for you, sir. Right. I already gave the artifact. The east part of Russia is 9 hours ahead of the west one. Jesus, you really wanted me to see that message, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's, yep. It's only a 4 hours difference in in the States. Okay, Pierce Prime Produce. He's going to be wanting that soon. And I guess technically we will be getting Prime Produce now that we have Ginger Island. But okay, let's trade in our ticket real quick. I guess I just walked away, but well, you're on vacation, so you don't have to. You can stay up for another hour. No, do what you want to do. Take care of yourself. I know. Last night I got in bed at 11 because I was going to go to bed. I didn't fall asleep until fucking 12:30, maybe, you know? Which is still earlier than it has been, but so I can play in bed. Oh, hell yeah. I can't even imagine playing on the Switch. But I also, okay, when I play on the Switch, I never play handheld. I only play docked on a TV. Because, like, even if I go on vacation, I take the dock with me and I'm going to play on the TV. Because usually there's a TV wherever you go, you know? I can't imagine sitting and staring at the tiny screen. Yes, you are correct. I still have 5 hours before it's my bedtime. Yeah, do Joja. Do Joja. Is this new? Oh, it's fish stew. I thought it was a stone. Okay. Good night, Fearless. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. You better not have bed bugs at a vacation spot. That makes for an awful vacation. That's happened to me before. I was it was the one trip that I went on with my childhood best friend. I'd gone on trips with many other people, but my childhood best friend I had never gone on a trip with. But I went to Alabama to meet her dad for his birthday. And we stayed at a Super 8. And we got bed bugs. Don't stay at a Super 8. Not to put Super 8 out of business, but I don't know if I've ever heard of anybody having a good experience at a Super 8. Absolutely, Robin Stuff. I agree. I agree. How was your driving today, Robin Stuff? Is this what I think it is? Is this? Okay, I was thinking it was Cinder Shards. Star Shards. Is this important anyway? I kind of feel like it is. Just a shooting range trip? Okay. Okay. Alright, easy peasy. Can we still catch a sea cucumber even though it's nighttime? Also, I have not checked on my animals at all, and I probably should. I'm gonna do that. Okay, we are probably gonna have to go to the desert soon and do the Skull Caverns again. I have a feeling that one of Mr. Key's next challenges is going to be getting to level 100 in the desert. Doing a JoJo run, but I can only fish till I got everything is unlocked. I've heard of doing the trash one where you can only collect your materials from trash cans. I feel like, oh yeah, no way. Fair. Like once you've collected the material, you can like if you get seeds and you plant your seeds, you get your fruit, then you can put the fruit in the seed maker, you know? But your initial materials. Dried purple mushrooms. Alright, we're gonna get this dude dried purple mushrooms and he's gonna give us little raccoon babies. I just know it. Why am I coming down here again? Julie! I genuinely don't remember why I came down here. How you doing today, Julie? Hey, beer. What you want, beer? Right, you want a walleye. But I can only get the walleye when it's raining, right? Hold on. Stardew fish. Still my top Google search. Winter. It says winter with a rain totem. I didn't think you could make it rain in winter, though. Okay. We'll try then. Yeah, I've been stuck on Spider Solitaire when it comes to like mobile gaming. I've been fucking stuck on that shit for a minute. I can check stuff on it instead of journaling, but I don't know. I like making my own notes and stuff. If you like writing it down, fucking write it down. I downloaded the journal app on my phone, but I've only logged like 4 times. I'm not much of a journaler. I just don't think about doing it. Like, I literally, the other day when I was playing Minecraft and I had to get off, I just wrote down the coordinates that I could remember off the top of my head on a piece of paper. Like, just scribbled it on there. So I could make sure that I could write it down in game. Like, I don't like writing shit down. What's up, Karencita? And Kiwi. Coffee beans! We're doing it. We're finally making fucking coffee. Hold on. Did I make the water thing? Deluxe water retention thing? Quality retaining soil. I thought I had deluxe. Oh, freaking fiber, dude. Hi, new to Stardew, so I'm loving all the lives I'm seeing. Oh, hell yeah. There's a lot of Stardew streamers. A lot of them. But yeah, welcome to Stardew. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. This is my first time playing through myself, but I'm nearly into year 4 now. What, I think... Oh, I should have looked. I didn't even look, but I've got a shit ton of hours just on this save alone. Keely. Oh. Okay. I'm totally losing track. Okay, I'm making dried purple mushrooms. Hell yeah. Okay, 5. Bam. Is that the dehydrator? It's been a minute. Dehydrator, yes. Okay, cool. Yes, no, maybe so. Amen to that. Okay. I think I need to grow my keg pyre. What did I say? Prepare for the desert. Prepare for the desert. Skull caverns. Okay, so that's gonna be like hella ore, okay? Hella iron, hella copper. I also am gonna need solar essence. I say to I say today bye to her life. Oh. Bye to her life for a few months. Yeah, this game does take over. Yeah, I don't know if you can read this, Karencita, but this is for you right here. Right there. Yeah, Robin stuff over here is talking about doing a bed playthrough on the Switch. Yeah. Oh, that is one thing that I miss being able to do. Is when my daughter was too young to run around, crawl around, climb over me, crawl off the bed. Her and I would just lay in the bed all the time. We just lay in bed. And I really miss laying in bed. Now I only lay in bed before I go to sleep. Whoa, Caspian. Oh, what the hell? Thank you, bud. Jesus Christ. How are you doing, Caspian? I think I saw you come in here a little while ago. No, maybe not? Yeah, no, I don't see it. When did you get here? Okay. Oh, right. We do need helicopter. Okay. Helicopter, hella iron ore. Thank you, Caspian. Thank you. That's me catching the rose with my mouth. But okay. You know, I was just thinking like the stage plays when you toss a rose on the stage and the actor like catches it with their mouth. That's cool though. All right, cool. All right, let's go to bed. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Let's go to the mines. Ah! Didn't I put an outfit on you? I 100% put an outfit on her. If you're gonna haunt me, freaking do it right, bud. Huh, yeah, thanks. I'm gonna need that. There we go. I know, Ela. Oh, bone meal. Okay, cool. I know. Guess who wants to play Power World? The wife. Yeah. Good night. Oh, oh my God! Did you just pop in here to say that you're disappointed in me and then leave? Yeah, I know. It's both not my fault and my fault. I had a headache. And then it ended up being so late because then she wouldn't go to sleep. Having to plead my case. Yeah, that's always a bonus. I bet my husband always thinks the same. Because quite often he'll be like, I want to get this game. And I'm like, you know, we don't need to spend money. And then he shows me the game and like, okay, that game kind of looks pretty cool. He's like, yeah, and we can play it together, you know? Which Power World is great. I've already spent maybe like 20 hours. Hold on. Actually, let me check my hours on Steam real quick. I really want to know. Power World. Pow World. Oh. Okay. Usually it has, like, played this many hours in the last 2 weeks. It's not saying that right now. But, okay, no, honestly, it would be inaccurate anyways, because it would say that I have, like, maybe 40, 50 hours in game, but that's because I pull it up and I leave it running for a very long time. Meanwhile, I can only actually sit down for like 5 minutes at a time to get something done until my daughter goes to bed. So it would be very inaccurate. But yes, it is very fun. It's very fun. I'm not even like in the Pokemon world. I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon. It was the Devil's game. But I wasn't allowed to watch the show. I wasn't allowed to interact with the cards. I was not allowed anywhere near Pokemon as a kid. And so I've never been into Pokemon, but I very much enjoy Power World. But I also always love an open world exploration multiplayer game. So Lilia Sancta, I keep seeing you. But yeah. Oh shit. Jesus, this must be like a very high luck day. Ooh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Okay. I literally just need copper. I mean, I'll always take iron, but... Ooh. But yeah, Power World, very good. Lots of time. You can spend lots of time in that shit. I've built a... When you get trinket. This trinket that I have, I pretty much got that, like, the first time I entered the Skull Caverns after getting the combat, mastery. I've, like, basically... It's the only one I've ever gotten, but I've basically never not had it since I got the combat mastery. I have not seen those yet. This is the only one that I've gotten, but I also honestly have not been in the Skull Caverns much, or mines in general much, since I got the combat mastery. I've only gone in the mines for here and there little piddly things. Oh! 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 That has to be it! Oh. Never mind. I thought that was going to be my last artifact. Never mind. Sunless, how you doing? Yeah. I'd never seen that before. I'd never seen the cracker before. Don't get me wrong, I've seen plenty of crackers, but... You know, them communion crackers. I am glad you are, Sunless. Oh yeah. You said Zing. Are you a Big Bang Theory? Is that what he? Yeah, there's an episode that he's like Zinga or whatever. Or maybe that's just common. I didn't watch Big Bang Theory. I only watched Young Sheldon. Oh, Bazinga. Bazinga. But I really enjoyed Young Sheldon. Hell yeah, Nomad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Was the tent worth it? You saw the football one? Was there like a specific football episode? Oh, what is that? Fairy box? A level 1 fairy companion that heals you in combat situations? Oh, is this the- Oh, this is it! Look, well, look at that Robin stuff! Look at that shit! What look? Oh. Speak of the devil. I'm thinking of buying a one-man tent. What, did you buy a family tent? Little Mantis is good. She's good. She's freaking climbing like a motherfucker right now. Anything and everything must be climbed. Clum? I don't know. However you want to say it. Yeah. Including me. Including me. But it's also really cool to see her. Like, I was stuck watching videos the other night. And by stuck, it was totally voluntarily. But I was watching videos of her, like, before she could even roll. And it was just, it is insane. Like, this girl is about to be walking. She has 1 week left. 1 week left. Because I said this girl's gotta walk before her first birthday because she was making so much freaking progress. And she's still like, she'll take a couple steps, you know, unassisted. Not, like, never by her own decision, you know? But, like, she never just, like, lets go of something and starts walking. Like, I have to be interacting with her, but she will. She will. And she's, like, I can hold just one hand and she'll walk, you know? And she's so freaking close. I was vlogging today. It was so hot I got sweat in my eyeballs. Yeah. Since I only did, I'm not much of a sweater. I'm not much of, like, I don't drip sweat. I've almost never drip sweat in my life. But since I only did one mile, my treadmill is in the same room as my litter box, and my litter box is pretty ranked today. And so I started my mile, and then I couldn't do it because the litter box smelled too bad. So I ended up cleaning the litter box, but I had to put on a shirt so that I could go outside and clean the litter box. And so I put on just a quick jacket, and then I started sweating so fast that I was like, you know what? Since I'm only doing 1 mile on the treadmill today, I'm gonna wear this jacket the whole time, so I just sweat like a motherfucker while I'm doing it. And boy did I. Boy did I. It was a lot. Usually I have to have done like 2.5 miles to sweat that much. So, fun little gross details for you. But yeah. My eyeballs might have been sweating, actually. I believe it. I believe it. Today was the first cool day in a little while, so I got outside this morning and, well, I guess it was technically afternoon. Did a little bit of, garden bed work. Trying to get... I have a southern magnolia tree in my front yard. Beautiful. Love it. It was a selling point for me when buying the house. Because I hate a treeless... I loathe a treeless house. I loathe it. But I also grew up in the woods. So... yeah, I loathe a treeless house. So to have this big, beautiful, mature southern magnolia tree in my front yard, I thought it was so pretty. But I didn't realize southern magnolia trees like are constantly growing new shoots. They grow like a bush. They grow like a bush. They grow from the bottom and they sprout. And so I'm constantly having to trim the sprouts off the bottom, like the base of the tree. And it looks very messy when it's not trimmed. But yes, she might be a mountain climber. No, I bought a 3-man tent because there's 3 of us because my cousin wanted one. She's so annoying. Well, that's where you went wrong. You only share a tent with one person ever, and you have to love that person. Best friend, you know? Sharing a tent is too much if you don't like the person you're sharing it with. Fun other than gross detail, it's so hot here that I saw a river come from the head of a bald man. Disgusting. But yeah, I believe it. The heat has been out of control this year. It's looking like it's gonna be really nice weather next weekend for my daughter's birthday, and I'm just fingers crossed it's gonna stay that way. You're a bald man. Yeah, he might have seen you. Robin stuff, when did you decide to go bald? When did you commit? I need to shave. 23. I'm balding. You're brave for saying this. I'm kidding. I really don't give a fuck about bald people. I'm honestly... Bald is better than balding at most points. You know what I mean? My hair at 17. Yeah. You shaved 23. Yeah. Trying to decide when it's the right time to have the talk, you know? Clownish. What, you got the wraparound right now? Needs so much patience. It really does. But it also, the good thing about this game is that you play at your own pace. So even though it can be so fucking frustrating sometimes, just walk away. Come back. You know? Bruh. Oh, my inventory's full. Okay. I like to fucking rush. Garbage. Garbage. Okie dokie. Hoo. But yeah, my flower bed is looking pretty now. But yeah, I also need to figure out when to have a conversation, you know? Or how to have a conversation. Because I tried to convince my husband back when we first met. I was like, just go bald. Just go bald. You know? Just fucking commit. Start rocking it. You know? And I think he will too. I think he's, you know, he's just a little afraid of it. Which is fair. Yeah. I hope he doesn't wait until I choose to go bald. Because I've always said I would go bald at some point in my life. But I think that point, it's still like maybe 5 years away before I decide to go to bald. I at least I'm so the goal is hair well curly at the waist, you know? And so that's the goal. Once I achieve that goal, then I will do whatever the fuck that I want. I will fuck up my hair so bad, bleach, dye, whatever it is, and then have fun. I'll probably go black hair, that is. Um, and then I'll shave it off when I'm done. Or when it looks too bad. I'll shave it off and I will go bald head, bald, shiny bald, you know? And then I will test out every growth stage from then on. And I will figure out which one suits me best. And then I will stick with that one for the rest of my life. That has been my plan since I was like 11 years old. But power to your mom. Be bald. Be bald? Be? What, you like pink stripes on your head? Oh, it's an amazing product. Oh my god. Yeah, power to your mom for going bald. Unless you're trying to say that it wasn't a choice. I feel like if you were a soul in Undertale, what? Oh, I wasn't into Undertale. I was in the community that was into Undertale, but I was not into Undertale myself. But choose one: patience, bravery, integrity, perseverance, kindness, justice, and determination. Integrity. Integrity. So I thought about wearing a bunch of different wigs. Hell yeah, Robin stuff. Wasn't a choice. She had cancer. Oh, okay. Well, still, power to your mom. But also very sorry to your mom. That's hard. That's hard. And scary. Yeah, integrity. I think is my choice. That's my dad does at the moment too. Feel for you. Damn. Damn, guys. Sorry, y'all. I've had like my grandparents died of like colon cancer. Like 3 out of the 4 of them. Well, I guess technically I have 5 of them, but one of them's still alive. But I never actually met them, so I've never had to live with that around my life. Gotta run. She's got tacos. Oh, you fucking better dash, dude. Bye-bye. I give you the other soul of kindness. Okay. Damn, you're not gonna show up tomorrow? I should be around tomorrow. I won't be around Monday, though. I know that one. I will not be around Monday because my daddy is coming to help me with house projects. And he's gonna stay the night, Sunday night, and be here all day Monday. So. But other than that, see you next week. Oh, fuck. I came home because it was bed. It was time to go to bed, and I didn't even look at that. Oh, hell yeah. Guys, you don't even know how excited I am to have coffee beans now. 5 beans! God damn it. Okay, we are so close to freaking $1 million. I think it's about time to get to Ginger Island. Go check on our ancient fruit. See if we can hit that $1 million for the end of the stream. I think that's the goal. Okay, purple mushrooms and eggs. Maybe you can get patience because of playing Stardew Valley. I've had too much patience in my life already. That's one thing about me, is that I had always been a patient person. And after I met my husband, he helped me undo that curse of patience. So, I think I would already have patience, but I don't think patience is always the best thing. You know? You know. Raccoon shop. Oh, I thought they were gonna have little raccoon babies. No, he said maybe the family can grow. Now we can grow the family bigger. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay, so that's nice. They give you the forageable seeds. That's nice. That's good. That's good. Escargot. If I buy this and sell this, does it count as a dish? It doesn't count as a dish, right? Like in my thing. There's no way it counts as a dish, because it doesn't matter if you sell the dish, it matters if you cook the dish. So, okay, I answered that myself. Thank you, though. Dark facts in Stardew Valley. How did the raccoon get the raccoon hat in the first place? Shit, I don't know. Raccoons are thieves. Speaking of, I think I've mentioned that one of my childhood friends had a pet raccoon, and I just found out that he passed a couple days ago. He was 12 years old. It was, my dad found the raccoon at one of his rental properties, and I had begged my parents to let me raise this raccoon. But they, of course, said no, you're not having a pet raccoon, you know? Especially because it would have to be an indoor pet, and my parents did not do indoor pets unless they were caged, you know? Hamsters, guinea pigs, fish. So I couldn't, but then my friend was like, well, I want a pet raccoon. And then her parents were like, yeah, sure. So I still got to be around the little pet raccoon. Fuck yeah! For like the first 4 years of his life. And he was so sweet, but he died a couple days ago. I know. I can't believe it. It was so unfortunate. No! Sunless, no! You're kidding. No, Sunless, no, not the freaking cat! I'm having a really bad day. What advice can you share to make it a little bit better? Take a bath. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, go for a walk or take a bath. That's... Yep. I'm sorry you're having a hard day, though. Those are hard. I'm sorry. Have a cat. I'm sorry. I'm not very good with words. I'm not very charismatic, but I know that if I'm having a really bad day, the best thing I can do is go for a walk. I don't know what it is. I tell my husband, like, I need a mental health walk, you know? I go for a walk. Walk for a mile, walk for 2 miles, whatever it is. I go for a walk. And I mean, like, outside, you know? A treadmill, sure. But the feelings are still there. Outside, I don't know what it is, but it's the world's problem after that, you know? And so, I don't know, go for a walk. And then if it's horrible weather and you can't go for a walk, you take a bath. Just soak in it for a second. Let it down the drain. I don't know. It's stupid, but those are my go-tos. I know that I don't know. I'm a very much an overthinker, and so if I get stuck in my head, the best thing I can do is go for a walk. And then I can just repeat it in my head until it's out and done. Sorry I can't give you words enough of encouragement. You're probably not even here though. But hold on, husband's calling. All right, hell yeah. Husband's already on his way home. He got out early today. He has had to have so many freaking late nights this week. He's not been home until like 9 or 10 p.m. almost every night this week, and it's been so shitty. Yeah, he has been doing legitimately 12-hour days. Almost every day this week. And he has 45 minutes to travel there and 45 minutes to travel back home. And so he has been like burnt to the bone this week. And so I'm very happy he got to get home. He got to get off an hour early today. Yeah, he is. It'll been a rough week for him. But the stupid thing too, though, is that he's like been completely bored during the day because he works at a dealership, but yeah, he's like completely dead during the day. At most, he does paperwork from the night before, you know? And then they suddenly, at 6 p.m., all the traffic hits and the place gets overloaded. And then he's just sitting there trying to get people out of the freaking dealership, you know? Because he's a finance manager. And so he's the last person they see before they leave, you know? But yeah. Very happy. But hi, Ryan. I don't know if I said hi to you. Hi. Also, that's incredibly sad, Sunless. I'm sad you don't even have an answer of what happened. How old was this little kitty? Oh, my sister crying, like not moving. Man, I hate pet deaths. I hate pet deaths. Do I share one of the more it's traumatic to me, but it wasn't necessarily a traumatic, you know? It stuck with me. It stuck with me. One of the more sadder kitten deaths I've had in my life. Because I've said before, my family were fucking hillbilly cat breeders, pretty much. It wasn't intentional. It was just my parents always said that they could never afford to actually get our cat spayed. And so then we'd get cats upon cats upon cats upon cats. And we'd try to get rid of them every year. But it was what it was. Shitty situation. But there was one kitten, and it was the first calico kitten that we'd had in a very long time, and I loved it so much. It was so cute. But it was laying on the bench sheet out on the porch, and it was laying in a really weird, position, like head was back like this, and I was like, oh, so cute. And so I went and I tried to move its head in a better position, for comfort. Who wants to sleep with their head like this, And so I tried to shift its head in a better position, and it wasn't shifting. And so I was like, oh no. When I had seen the kitten sleeping like this, I sat there and I took a picture and I took a video and everything, because I'm like 12 years old with my first iPod, or I might have been, actually, I think I was like 14. But yeah, and then so I took my picture, I took the video, and then I went to go fix his neck, so he could sleep more comfortably, and it wasn't fixing. And then I realized that, I guess during the night or something, my dog had gotten up there to lay down on the bench and broke its neck. And so it was fixed like that. Oh, sorry, but yeah, it was very sad. Very sad. Yeah. We were beside her trying to make her warm. Oh! I'm so sorry, Sunless. The cat deaths, pet deaths. Oh, they just hurt my heart so much. But yeah, sorry you had to jump in there. Perfect. How are you doing? Been a minute. Yeah, sorry to kill the vibe with that, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sunless. Yep, that sucks. So old too. Like I feel like usually when they're that old, you can tell if something's wrong with them, That's a good question. You cannot summon your horse here. Maybe a little bit, but I added to it, so it's okay. I'm the one that announced the death of the vibe. Das has ha. How you doing? There has to be a better way to get copper than this. Do you think I'd find more copper in the Skull Caverns? I usually try to not be the vibe killer. Sometimes it just happens, say the wrong thing at the wrong time. But God. Ooh. You know what though? You know what though? I try to be the vibe starter, and I'm talking most specifically around my family. It is very unfortunate, but my family gets together like every weekend, nearly every weekend, and so I always try to jump in and be like, okay, well, let's play a game. You know, what games are here? What can? Oh, I thought I was going. You know. Rather than sitting around small talking, I fucking hate small talk. Let's play a game and small talk, you know? And so I'm constantly, let's play a game. Let's play some cards. Let's play a game. And I might be the vibe killer, honestly. For doing that. But I hate just sitting around small talking with my family. And my family doesn't really do much other than small talk. Especially when we're all together. Yeah. That's really unfortunate. I fortunately, that doesn't happen so much anymore. My mom has learned. My mom has learned. I'm also not as... Well, I don't know. What was that, Yzma? You good? I think people are just used to it now. I used to be a little bit of a wacko in my family. You know, which I am the most internet exposed of my family as well, so that probably makes more sense. Because, well, I was like prime internet age, and even then it's like, now my little brother, who was like even more prime internet age, you know, he has his own business, and so he don't have time. But me over here, this is literally what I do, and so I'm still actively always on the internet, basically. And I don't think my family knows how to handle that. Cause I'll quote some shit that I seen, and they're just like, okay, and nobody gets that. Alright, little girl's on her way up, it looks like. She just rolled over. Plus, I kind of need her to be awake anyways, so I'm probably gonna have to cut it quit soon. Damn, it's felt like it's been a lot more than an hour. Wow. Maybe that's just how bad I actually wanted to play Minecraft today. Learn to bully them too, so we're even. Sometimes I shouldn't do that. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're also not wrong. I honestly wish... I wish my family was better at bullying. I feel like that's what families should be able to do. Bully and get bullied back. You know? Like, I should be able to poke fun at my siblings and then them not be embarrassed. You know? I own my shit. Somebody tried to poke fun of me. Yep, that was me. You know? They have a lot to poke fun at. But, yep. Well, I wish it was more appropriate to do that to my freaking parents, too, but my parents are very authoritarian parents, you know? Don't talk back, you know? So... I do not do not with my parents, if that's what you're saying. Or are you saying that I bully you too? Which actually, to be fair, I was the bullied. I was not the bully, I was the bullied in my family. I had a sister that would dunk my head in the toilet anytime I didn't clean her room. My little brother would pull my hair for just being in the same room, you know? My older brother would scream at me for playing the piano. Even if he was on a different level of the house. And I was the bullied. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there on that. We're getting closer and closer. We've just got... I guess will it fill a slot tomorrow? I guess it would fill the slot tomorrow, right? Yeah. Yeah. You get it. You get it, Sunless. Catherine, you were the youngest of 7. Were you the bully? Or were you bullied? Because my little brother was the bully. He had to assert dominance somehow, you know? I was abused. Oh, right. Sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. Oh god, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Yeah, you didn't have the healthy family dynamics. Oh fuck, it's 2 a.m. Yeah, same with my brother. My little brother. He would always, you know. On another note, I actually decided what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight. Spaghetti and meatballs. Alright, it's there now. No. Neither's the fishing one. I thought they would fill these out. Oh, the bookseller was in town yesterday and I didn't go. Yeah, I had to skirt out of that somehow. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. Okay. Okay, yeah, we need to go to Ginger Island. Oh, wait. Okay, this will be our last day. This will be our last day. She's still happy to be in the crib right now. And this will probably be the last time she is. So much and so many people in the past few years, I'm barely face talking about it anymore. Well, I'm glad you can joke about it because, you know, dark humor is always... Humor is always the best way to cope. Maybe not always, but usually. And my headset back up. I'm gonna turn this shit off and turn it back on. I think it's doing it because it's almost dead. Actually, hold on. Let me change my battery on my headset real quick. The good thing though is that it doesn't change the way we interact at all because you can still hear me and I can still read you. So okay. Get the fuck out of there, bro. Sounds like you were in enough trouble already. I think you're fine. I sometimes tell dark humor about my life. Sometimes people start crying. Well, jeez. Don't say anything more today or get it all out today. So this can be the party pooper stream. They probably just got some prime cat ASMR right there. Okay, let's get to Ginger Island. Okay, this is 100% though the final day. I gotta be done after this one because husband is on his way home. Oh, fuck. Squidfest. Oh, well. Harvey's birthday tomorrow. We have to get him something. Night market soon, too. Walleye. Okay, maybe. Nah, you're good. You're good. This is the final day, Catherine. My final day of playing. Because my husband will be home soon. Meh. And my daughter will not be content forever. Something about me getting into trouble. Oh, I said it sounds like you've had enough trouble in your life. You're fine, you know. Should be getting in trouble for joking about the trouble you've been in. That's fucked up. Okay. Ancient fruit now. Why the hell am I still doing that? Okay, hell yes. Don't seem to appreciate it when you joke about offing yourself. Okay, well, okay. A joke here or there is funny. A constant, it's like, go to therapy, you know? So, like, I love fine, I'll just go kill myself, you know? At the most superficial inconvenience thing, that's kind of funny, you know? It doesn't mean you should stop. I'm just saying. I had a friend that would say, I'll just go kill myself, you know, every time. And it was like, okay, fucking chill. I get it. You're unhappy and you're depressed. You know? But, I don't know. There's a hard line of like, don't not say something, but the boy who cried wolf, you know? it's very hard to be responsible for someone's emotions when they are an adult themselves. And I feel like I can say that because I've had a lot of friends like that. What? Oh, right. I was supposed to do a walleye. I could die from what's making me sick. While I was the only child home and she was sicker than a dog. As in, like... As in, like, she would... As a kid, she would scare you that she was going to die while it was just you and her. Yeah, that's not a burden for a child. Yeah, my mom has said something very fucked up to my niece as well, and that's like the only reason I... Now it's like, okay, there's a few reasons that I would not be fully comfortable with leaving my child in my mom's hands. And that was what she said to my niece was one of the reasons. Like she told my niece that her parents didn't love her because they didn't, feed her, like they didn't feed her specific diet, and that is beyond, like that is fucked up to tell a 10-year-old that their parents don't love them because they aren't raising you the way that my mom would now raise her, and so it's like that's you don't put that on a child. And I agree with what your mom said. You don't put that on a child. You never burden a child with your problems. Yeah. Now, and there's a difference, though, like, if you are legitimately dying, like, your mom had cancer, There's a difference between, like, making sure your child is prepared to live a life without you, if, that, and I grew up in fear of my dad hitting her, yeah. There's definitely a difference in preparing a child to have to live a life without you, or just constantly reminding them and scaring them that you're going to die, but not actually doing anything with that information. 10-year-old me don't know what I did. I know, yeah. I fully believe that. Unfortunately, with my record right now, like I've got to make me an appointment and figure out what's wrong with my shit. But I keep not doing it. At this point, it might take me going to the fucking hospital, But I need to not. I need to not. But yeah, there's a huge difference in basically like threatening your child with your death. Like when I was a kid, I was raised Christian, and my mom would remind me all the time that if I wasn't a Christian, then I would go to hell when the rapture happened, Or no. When the rapture happened, I would be left behind and I would have to live in a world of fire while everyone in my family went to heaven, you know? And so, like, I was almost threatened with Christianity when I was a kid because if I wasn't a Christian, I was going to be left behind in a world of fire, you know? Meteors, like the sky is falling kind of shit. And my whole family was going to go to heaven because the rapture, 7 years for the whatever it is, the trials, tribulation, whatever it is, the 7 years after the rapture, the world is burning, and then those who turned in those 7 years, Jesus will come back and get them before the end of the world, that kind of shit. And so, yeah, I was reminded of that quite frequently when I was a kid, and I was so scared every night if whatever noise I heard, that it was the trumpets. The trumpets were sounding and everybody in my family was dead, And so I'd have to like sit there and make sure I could hear my siblings breathing to know that the rapture didn't happen and I wasn't left alone in our house on the world. That was a constant fear of mine, but that's I don't know, that's more of a mystical fear, I guess, than your mom actually has a diagnosis and might die, But I would be reminded quite frequently, almost every Sunday, the rapture's gonna happen soon, since like 2012, 2012 was supposed to be the end of the world. But that was one of mine. That was probably the scariest one. It took me forever to get over that one. I think I was maybe like 16, 17 when it stopped plaguing me, if that makes sense. And even still, when I go to bed, every once in a while, I'm like, what's that noise? Did I just get left on Earth? But then it's like, I also, like, now I have my husband. And I know he wouldn't go in the rapture right now either, to my parents' standards anyways. So it's like, I'm not as afraid anymore. But it's still, like, that's a constant fear. Like, it's just ingrained in my brain. But 1999 to 2000 was my dad's big world-ending thing. Ugh, yeah. My mom's a doomsday prepper. But in an odd way. I thought it said Jenna Marbles. Jenna Merida. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna sell this ring. Do I have anything else to sell to the Adventurers Guild? I feel like I do. But yeah, that was my big thing when I was a kid. Slash now, It's very infrequent now. But I still... This life is, in good way, it became a therapist session. More of like just a confession session. The really annoying part is my nephew found out my mom was in the ER before I did. Oh. And you lived with your mom, right? At that point, because you were the youngest. Oh, right. We were supposed to have come in here for a while now because we have to do our Monster Slayer shit. Alright, what else? Void Spirits. Dust Sprites. Still have several of those. Rock Crabs. 5 away from Mummies. Pepper Rex. I don't even know what a Pepper Rex is. Magma Sprites. Close. Okay. So we're almost done with that. Okay. Okay. She is now awake and crying, so I'm gonna dip, even though I didn't get to finish the day fully. That's okay. There's not a lot to do anyways. Just a lot of prep and shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it a wrap on this sesh. Good talking with y'all. We put a lot out there today. It's a good little session. But alrighty. Alrighty. Well, good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. I'm gonna go enjoy some spaghetti in maybe like an hour and a half. And yeah. Ela, what the fuck? You're supposed to be sleeping. Go to bed. We are getting off. Okay. All right. Good night. Y'all be good. Y'all enjoy your time. Okay. Bye.